Hey guys, welcome to the Dr. Dex podcast. My name is Jason Russell. I am also known as Dr. Dex. I'm accompanied by my son, DJ Studio Man, who is the producer of this show, as well as our YouTube channel. And today, we have a special guest who I've recently met at the International Builder Show. His name is Zach Burnop, and he owns On Deck Construction, and I couldn't tell you where. Carolina?
Western North Carolina.
Oh, see, I would have totally beefed that no matter what. Western North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
So how's the weather there right now, Zach?
So it's great right now. It's actually about 50 degrees, sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we had about 12 inches of snow.
What?
Yeah, so we get a lot of snow, get really cold. Though it's supposed to start snowing tonight. It's supposed to drop down to like 15 degrees. And then Sunday and Monday is supposed to be a high of 20, low of 12. So
brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, that's hard to work in, man.
It is tough this time of year.
So we were just having a little quick discussion before we started, and I was like, hey man, I see what's over your shoulder there. I said, I like that chop saw you got. And I mean, I have the same rig. Is that a compound slide, 12-inch compound slide?
It is. Oh, yeah.
Yes. A DCS 780 or something like that.
That is it. I have 3 of them.
Is it really?
Yes.
You have 3 of them.
3 of them, yes.
I'll be honest. I think I have 3 of them as well, but 2 of them are kind of like retired. and one is all full on. It's our workhorse.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good saw. And you got the chop shop.
That's because you around it.
Oh, man.
I'm not even kidding.
You know what?
I watched one of your videos. I'm like, I've got to have one of those. So I bought one.
Okay, so without me saying anything else, what's your feeling on that chop shop?
I love it. The only thing I wish maybe was a little different is at the bottom. The one I have is the one that Velcros.
Yep.
So it'd be awesome if that was like attached and it had like a port to put down like in a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be pretty, kind of like what comes out of the back of a table saw. If we had something that come down out of that. Which, I mean, it's still great. Like, I've had it for years, and I have beat it to death, and it's still going strong.
Nice. Yeah, ours are outside. Well, I'm sure yours are too, exclusively. But the thing I like about it is it protects the motor of the saw and the batteries, keeps them dry. And if you take the time, you can also keep the handle dry by flipping it over the top of the handle.
I do that when I leave the job every day. I'll put it down, turn it at an angle, get some bungee ties, pull it down over it, completely covers it.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great tool. We should definitely tag, it's the chop shop, but it's made, but Fast Cap.
Yes.
Fast Cap. They don't work with influencers, but those guys, they should recognize, man, because that's awesome that you found that through Dr. Dex.
Oh, yes.
We've been using them for quite a while. We've had the pro version. They have a tighter pro version available, but it doesn't cover the saw as well as the old school one does.
Mm-hmm.
So I've used them both. The pro version's easier to like pack up and commute with and put in your trailer,
right?
Which was kind of nice, but it just didn't have the coverage of the saw, and that's really, I mean, not only for sawdust collection and containment, but for the protection of the saw. And in where I am, it doesn't snow as much as it snows where you are, but it rains constantly. And
right.
So we liked it for the wet weather bonus, I should say.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Cool. So, Zach, why don't you give us a quick introduction of you and what your current status is?
So my name's Zach Burnop, as you know. It's On Deck Construction. I've been doing strictly decking outdoor areas for the past 9 years. Right now, I mean, we're a small company. It's me and one other guy, maybe 2 other guys sometimes. Right now, I think we've built a great business. I was just looking for something. I've always been in construction. My dad was a drywall. He did drywall for 45 years. He can't walk now because of that. But
really,
it's just drywall's rough on you.
I don't want to have to say that about myself.
Yeah. And I went to Appalachian State, did construction technology, and was just really wanting to find something that was unique in our area that no one really specialized in.
Mhm.
So that's where I found you online. I was like, hey, we need a deck person in the area. And that's how I started, watching
You're the
YouTube
man.
videos and watching you. And that's how I started building decks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the reason you're on this podcast right now for this particular time is I was at the International Builder Show. You had reached out to me a couple times. I think I asked a question or one of those little bubbles or whatever on the social, and it's like, who's going to World or who's going to IBS?
Yeah.
And you said, I am, and I hope to meet you. I hope to see you there, and I hope to meet you. I'm like, cool. I'll be there. I'm kind of a pinball at these events, but because I'm just bouncing all over the place. But you found me in the block loader booth. Actually, I wasn't even scheduled to be there on day 3 of all times, so the time was getting short.
Yes.
But here you are. And I said, hey, you want to be on our podcast? You're like, 100%, absolutely. I said, well, I'll let you know. We'll get back to town. And I'm on the plane flying back, and I realize I don't have a guest for tomorrow. and you reach out and you say, hey, I'm
You're not
serious.
doing your job.
I'm not. Well, it's a little convoluted at the moment. But
Yeah.
So you reach out to me and you're like, hey, I really want to be on your podcast. Thanks for taking the time, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, how about tomorrow? I was glad I didn't have to cancel on Calvin because he works so hard at this stuff and he's so good at it, and it just tears me up because we're doing one a week, which is actually, we're doing 2 YouTube videos a week and we do 1 podcast every week.
Right.
And it was a just good fit.
Oh, yeah.
So with all that being said, what city are you in?
So we're in Avery County. It's a very small kind of rural area. And I'm in Newland, Banner Elk. Most people know Banner Elk when they come to this area.
Okay.
It's a great area. Love it. It is a very small area. When you go to the gas station or the grocery store, you see everybody you know.
Okay. What's gas going for in your area?
So diesel right now here is $3.49.
I just
And
paid
gas
$5.
is like $2.29, $2.39.
$2.29.
Yeah.
What? That's not fair, man.
What are you paying out there?
I just paid $5 for diesel.
Oh my God.
The other day. I know.
Wow.
I know. It was coming down, but now the blue state of Washington and all their taxes. It's back up there, man. We are one of the highest taxed fuels in the nation. I think we're number 3, but we could be. We're number 1. Seahawks are number 1, so now we're going to be the highest taxed gas state in the nation.
I just got back from Mexico a couple of weeks back, and diesel was $2.19 a gallon.
Dang.
It was pretty cheap.
What were you doing in Mexico?
I was at the summit in Cabo. So
the T word.
Yeah, T-Rex.
T-Rex, those crazy dinosaurs.
I wasn't a part of the first generation stuff, which I heard was crap.
Oh, dude.
And I've seen it, replace some of them, but it's come a long ways. It's good. I install everything. TimberTech. We do a lot of Brazilian hardwood. Grappa. Ipe is huge where we are. I've done decorators, everything. So
sure,
it's what the client
put them all out there.
Yeah.
In the end, I'm more discriminatory personally, just because I have a relationship with TimberTech and I like AZEK. It's like, hey, we're using this, or I'm probably not building this for you, And most people just go with your recommendation. So if you're out, you're the pro, and you say, I use this product here, and they might ask about a product B, you say, yeah, it's okay, but here's the reasons why I like this one, and a lot of people will go with your gut.
Right. Exactly.
So anyway, very cool. All right, so we're gonna hit the rewind button. Where did you grow up in this area that you're in now, or where are you from?
Yes, I grew up in this area pretty much my whole entire life. I married my high school sweetheart, and we live on their family farm. And Avery County is known as the Christmas tree capital of the world.
Oh yeah.
So that's a really big industry here selling, Fraser fir Christmas trees.
Wow.
So yeah, we're on the family farm and we've been here a whole life and we love it. Absolutely.
Is it a Christmas tree farm as well, or is it a farm?
It's a Christmas tree farm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some animals, nothing crazy, some chickens, dogs. We had some some cattle at one point. So
Okay. That's
we love it
interesting.
here.
So grade school, you went to grade school there?
Went to grade school here. Went to high school here. Was really big into. I'm really big into sports. Big
I can
football
tell
guy.
you're a big guy, so it kind of
So
went hand in hand, I suppose, huh?
yeah, I played. Went to college. Played football at Appalachian State.
All right, that's
I
respectable.
don't know if you've ever heard of them.
I have actually,
Yeah,
believe it
so
or not.
they're
I
15
have
minutes from
heard of.
me. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. So let's go back into so in high school, junior high and high school. As far were you into you're into sports, or were you into
Yes.
academics as well, or
No, I'm the dumbest
okay,
guy there is when it comes to book stuff. I mean, come on, no. The
all
only
right,
way I got into college was because I played football, and I was a kicker, punter.
really?
Yeah,
You're a pretty
yeah,
big guy for a kicker.
yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Is that all you played, or did you play
So
anything other?
I am an avid golfer. Love to
Mm-hmm.
golf.
Mm-hmm.
I played baseball. I played basketball. Did some wrestling a little bit, but football was
Mm-hmm.
my bread and butter.
So in football, you were the kicker and the
Yes,
punter.
yes, and
Um,
backup quarterback.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
So, but that was your position. You didn't play any other positions on the team
no,
during a football game. You just got the threes and the ones.
that's it, man. I sit on the sidelines on a bicycle when it's cold to keep warm, and I was just made to do touchbacks and kick it through the field goal. That was it.
Beautiful.
And actually hold the second to third longest field goal in North Carolina history in high school.
Really?
57 yards. Yep.
Holy smoke!
Yeah.
That's a wow for a high school. That's
Yeah.
really good. So you got did you get a full ride
I
for
got
your
a full
abilities?
ride to. I'm not bragging about myself, but I'm just telling my story.
Hey, tell your
So
story, man.
I had a full ride to Michigan, Florida State, Stanford, Georgia Tech, NC State, Appalachian, a bunch of big schools. I really wanted to go to Florida State because they're like my favorite college team.
Mm-hmm.
I am a I'm a huge Raiders fan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's terrible. Don't tell nobody. You might want to edit that out, Calvin.
Actually, I got their colors, so I can't complain too hard
Dude.
on you for that.
So I was a big Sebastian Janikowski fan. He played at Florida State. I flew down for an official visit, got to watch Florida State and Miami play at Florida State. They wanted me to redshirt my first year, and my parents couldn't afford out of state tuition at Florida State. It's like 40 grand or something.
Yeah, sorry.
So I just ended up staying close and worked great. My roommate at Appalachian was what was Corey. He played for the Bengals for a little bit.
Hmm.
He married Billy Graham's granddaughter, Corey Sutton.
Oh, cool.
But I'm sorry, Corey Lynch. I'm sorry. It's been 20
Oh,
some years ago. So he's the
that's
guy.
cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember Appalachian. We beat Michigan.
Dude, that's rad. What year
Yeah.
was this? What year did you go into college?
I graduated high school 2002. Yeah.
Okay, and
And
how
then
old are you?
I am 41. 41.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to develop a timeline because I find it interesting, and I think a lot of our listeners do as well. If we can kind of keep on
Yes.
point with your age in relation to where you were at your age, kind of thing.
Okay.
Or at least I do it. I do it just so it's for me. But if
Okay.
anybody else, leave a comment below and let us know if that is helpful or not. All right. So you're in college. You go to college now, and you knew. Did your wife have anything to do with you staying locally at all, or?
So that's funny. We dated in middle school, my 7th and 8th grade year.
Mm-hmm.
And I broke up with her when I went into high school.
Oh.
Because she was a year younger. There was bigger ladies
Yeah.
in the high school. I was
Oh my
wanting to
goodness.
step my game up, but I'm glad she's not in here.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask. I was going to put her on camera.
Yeah. And all through high school, what's crazy is, I've known her family is we didn't speak. Honestly, I don't think we spoke one time in high school.
Wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. But, when I went to college and played football at App, I didn't stay the whole 4 years because I got into some trouble.
All right.
Yeah,
I want to hear about.
I
I
got
want to
some
hear about
juicy
that.
stuff. So
But hold on. We're
yeah,
gonna save that
yeah,
for our bonus episode for our
okay,
Patreon. Okay, so
yeah,
put a pin in it, but
I'll do it.
save it for later. Okay, so I like
But
that.
yes, so after college, we met up at a gas station. She actually said she followed me there, so she was stalking me.
All right,
And
those are the best kind.
yeah, I was like, dude, this girl has got super hot. I need to follow her and get her number. So I
You didn't
followed
have
her.
to. She followed you.
Yes, exactly. So I followed her to an apartment. I knew she's like, dude, this guy's going to kidnap me. I don't know. But I got her. I got her number. In 2 weeks, we were engaged, and we got married 6 months after that. We've been together
Oh,
almost 20 years.
all right. Probably gonna
And she
work then.
and
Good
she wasn't
job.
pregnant. I promise, she wasn't pregnant. So
It wasn't coming out of my mouth,
yeah,
but that's great, man.
yeah,
That's really amazing.
mhm.
Unique
It is unique.
situation. Like you guys dual stocked each other. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So I may be a little bit of a stalker, but that's okay.
So okay, so you did not finish your or your college
No.
degree. Okay, what was the deciding factor on that?
Well, that might be some of the juicy stuff. I wasn't in the right mind.
Oh. Okay, well, you know what? Graze over it a little bit, but let's keep our timeline intact
Okay.
that way, and then we'll get into the details. Like
Okay.
so.
So in college, I was not the smartest guy. If I applied myself, yes, I could be, a straight A student. Once I moved off campus my first year, because you had to stay on campus as a freshman, they required it for all athletes. Got into some trouble, wasn't in my right mind and ended up, leaving college. And that's when I met my wife, like a year after, I left. I was there 2 years.
Okay, so did you play 2 seasons?
I did, yes.
You played 2 seasons, and then you got in some trouble, and then
Yeah.
you decided I'm out.
Yeah,
So okay, so crossroads. You hit your crossroads, man.
I
And
did.
what did you do? Okay, I got to do something with my life. What did you do next?
So I tried some things out. I was tired of doing sheetrock with my dad.
Okay.
So,
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah. So I pretty much did sheetrock with my dad ever since I was probably 12.
Yeah,
On the
you're.
summers, I would go clean up his sheetrock piles. I'd sweep stuff,
Hmm.
and it was great. Taught me, the value of the dollar and, how to work for your money, which was really good. But, I was
You're
tired of that work and I was a prison guard for like 2 years after that.
really.
Yes, was a prison
Wow,
guard.
that's kind of unique going from a sheetrock guy to prison guard. So back to the sheetrock for 1 second, because how tall are you?
I am about 6'1".
Okay, so you're not super duper, but
No.
you're decent. So you would always be able to hold those sheets of sheetrock for your dad because you're big.
Yeah,
So he'd say, "Hey, go hold this piece up while I put a few screws in it so it
exactly.
doesn't crash down." So we don't need that. We don't need that cranker thing, man.
Yeah.
We got Zach.
Man, dude, I was brought up on our scaffolding. Yeah, we used some scaffold. We didn't use scaffold boards. We used 2x8s,
Okay,
not treated.
sketchy.
Yeah, super sketchy. I remember my dad getting up. He actually hung a house for Dale Jarrett, which was your big
Oh
in
wow,
NASCAR.
yeah,
And this was when they still had tube TVs, the big tube TVs.
sure.
So in his house, we had 32 cutouts to do for TVs.
Oh,
And
yuck.
they framed out the Bristol Motor Speedway in his son's bedroom. So we had to hang that. So that's where I got, Dad taught me how you score your sheetrock. You wet the sheetrock because we had to bend the sheetrock,
Mm-hmm.
which was, it was a neat process. But dude, that work was it was tough, super
I
tough.
bet. Right on.
Yeah.
So you left college at probably 20-ish, 20,
Yep.
21?
21,
And
I
then
think.
21, and then you hung for, so you're 23, 24 when you reset. I'm not doing more. I'm going to become a prison guard.
Yeah. Worst
Oh,
mistake ever. Worst mistake.
I was about to ask, but you beat me to it. But explain, like, first of all, like, how do you get a job? Did you have to have any training for this?
Yeah. So when you go in, I applied. And I think what kind of turned me on to the job was the shift they worked. I was still
Hmm.
young. you worked a split shift. So one week you'd work Sunday, Monday, off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then you'd work Friday, Saturday. Then you'd be off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday. So, you really only worked 15 days a week. They were 12-hour shifts. So I was able to still help my dad or do other stuff to, earn extra money during the week.
Mhm.
But man, being locked up in a cell for 12 hours with me and 200 other people that are murderers and rapes, like
Right.
rape, forget it. No. So,
And you were dating or you were married at that point, right?
no, no.
No.
Oh, well, it was
No.
right after that's when we got married. I'm sorry. My
But you were
timeline's a little off.
dating. No, no, no. It's cool. Were you dating? Had you met or rekindled your girlfriend when you were the prison guard?
It was right when I quit the prison guards when we rekindled. So it was
Okay.
around 20. It was around 21, 22, right in there. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't
So I
work
got
that long.
Okay. Yeah. So just a couple quick questions. So you had to go through some training, and
Yes.
then were most of the prisoners submissive, or were they like riled up all the time, or were they like disrespecting you at all, or what was it like?
It was a medium security prison. So it wasn't like, there's some pretty bad dudes in there, but, I never
Mm-hmm.
had a problem with nobody. Like I said,
Right.
I'm a pretty decent sized guy, but I was
Mm-hmm.
definitely not the biggest guy in there, you
Right.
know. But other than that, I'm pretty easy to get along with. So
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't terrible. It's just sitting in a chair, being inside. And, I was like, dude, I like to be outside. I don't want to be stuck in here.
Right.
I can do better stuff with my life. So,
Right. All right.
but it wasn't a bad
Did
job. I mean,
Did
it
you get
paid
to
the
carry
bills.
a gun?
No, carried pepper spray and handcuffs was it.
Oh.
And that was part of our
Okay.
training. We had to be pepper sprayed,
Oh, how was that?
which was miserable. The
Yeah.
worst part that they didn't tell me is when you go home and take a shower.
Oh. Oh, really?
So the heat makes your pores open up in your body. So it's like it just re-burnt you again, but it just burnt you from your head to your toe. It burnt everywhere. So it was pretty miserable. But other than that,
Wow. Wow.
yeah.
Boy, they did they tell you this when they hired you or
Yeah.
okay.
So the guy stood out there and he's like, you had to stand there, keep your eyes open. He's like, I need to know your name, address. And he was, I don't know, 2 foot from you. And while you're doing that, he was spraying you the whole time.
Oh,
So getting your
wow.
mouth, I mean, it was pretty bad.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah,
But at least you knew what you were doing to the
exactly.
Did you ever have to use it in the
No,
prison?
we used it on
No?
some chicken one time for some hot sauce because you could eat it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
use
it
it
was
to put
pretty
on food,
good. Did
actually.
it
Yeah,
taste
I mean,
good?
it's not terrible. I mean, it's not the best, but
In a pinch, it'll work for like Tabasco.
yeah, exactly. It's pretty much what it is. Tabasco in a
But
can in your eyes.
don't get it aerosol. Don't get it in the air because
No, no.
that'll ruin your dinner.
Yes, 100%.
Wow. Okay. So this issued pepper sprays. Was it like a government issue, or was it
Yes.
somewhere like you could go buy it online or something, or is it pretty
No,
heavy
it's
duty
government
stuff?
issued. And the
Yeah, it's
reason
pretty.
they wanted you to be pepper sprayed is if you were in a situation where you had to use it because that stuff sprays so hard, like it will bounce off. That way,
Uh
you
huh.
know what you're dealing with if you did have to use it and it did get on your face.
Yeah.
That was like the
Yeah.
whole point of being pepper
I
sprayed.
suppose you're not gonna like spray it in your mouth like breath spray though.
No, no. So I'm glad we don't have to use guns because if we do, we're going to get shot first. But oh well.
Right? Or
Yeah,
tased.
exactly.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Do police officers do they get tased
They
as
do.
part of
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think one of my employees, he was a military police and he said he got tased as
Oh
part
yeah,
of the program. So that would suck.
that would be terrible.
Yeah. All right. So we're done with the prison guard thing.
Yeah.
And what you just decide one day I just don't want to do this anymore, or what was your thought?
That was my thought. You know, where we're at, a college degree does not help you if unless you want to be a teacher, which everyone knows now. Being a teacher in the area, they don't pay teachers good enough for it. So a college degree wasn't going to help me. So I was just figuring out, what can I do to be different. I always loved. I'm artistic. I love to do things different, do something special. So this is kind of how I got into the decking world. I have construction background, and I was like, let's just go from here and see what happens. And that's right before I started deckings. When I met my wife, after that, we got married, and she's in insurance. She sells insurance, and that's when I went into construction kind of full time, and just trying to build a name for myself.
So, as in construction, what were you doing? Were you a brand new build? Were you remodeling?
No, mainly started do a lot. We do a lot of remodels. What we used to, remodels. Small jobs. We would do some small decks here and there, wheelchair ramps, really anything. Just to try to get my name out there, because where I'm at, once you do a job here, it's everything. You don't have to advertise here. It's all word of mouth.
Okay.
They know how you do. Then the neighbors, hey, let's do it. Let's use this guy. So
Crazy.
I don't even have my business on Google. So
yeah, it's actually beneficial for you too, by the way. Because mine was disabled in May because we think like somebody's been hacking us or
really,
trying to discredit us. So now I've hired a guy, Alex Danner from Fence and Deck Marketers, to help us get our Google listing back, plus a bunch of other stuff that I'm kind of a hot mess right now on the internet because of that. I don't know what happened or why, and they don't give you a description. But anyway, that's cool. That's cool that you don't have to have that.
Yeah,
someday you might. You never know.
That is true. Don't even have a website. Probably need to get that done.
Probably should have that done too.
Yeah.
That'd be a good thing. But hey, if you got enough work,
Calvin hook me up on that. I'm sure he's pretty smart on that stuff. I've been watching Calvin for a long time.
Maybe. It's possible.
Yeah,
he can. For the right amount of money, he'll do anything. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. You guys can exchange information after this is over with.
The right amount of zeros.
That's right.
Yeah. Stack them up.
That's it.
He's good at that kind of stuff. He's got resources.
Dude, like I said, I told you, I've been watching him ever since I've been doing decking. Watching him out there filming. I was like, man, that's awesome. I hope my son will do that one day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We kind of fell into it, but it's been a great blessing. That's for sure.
Well, he's good at it.
He is. He's really good at it. Rightfully so. He's got skills that I can't even imagine ever possessing. Yeah. All right. Okay. So you start a construction company, or is it strictly for decks, or what's?
No, it was actually called Burnop's Handyman Service.
Okay.
So, and it kind of worked out because my dad, he's the greatest guy. I told you he was in the Army, served in Vietnam. He's a disabled veteran now. Okay. I didn't tell you that. I'm a preacher's kid. So my dad's a pastor.
All right.
And preacher kids are the worst. So I have a lot of good stories, I was the middle child. So yes, I was the totally worst. But he built a great business, everybody knew him, and he's just like, I'll just help you, I'll help you out, you can take over the business and get you started. And that's how it all started. He was just showing me how he did it. He was strictly the guy that he doesn't have a smartphone. He just now got a cell phone.
Really?
Oh yeah. He's always big on the receipt books, and that's what I started out with. He does not like technology. So
I get
he's
it.
old school.
He's old school.
Oh yeah.
Right on. He's retired now?
Yeah, he's retired now. He just got 100% disability through the DAB. He deals with PTSD real bad and Agent Orange, so he's not able to do much.
Wow. Yeah,
he was actually cutting some boards for me today, so it's good for him to get out and do some stuff.
Okay.
So
yeah, Agent Orange, man. My father-in-law had that as well, and just some days when the sun would come out, and if he was exposed, it would just show up.
Oh yeah,
that's some nasty stuff. Yeah, man.
It's super
government
bad.
Doing to human beings, man.
It's crazy.
And it sucks that they're spraying it in warfare, but they're spraying it on our own troops.
Yeah, And that's what he told me. He's like, when they told us, he said, I remember going through the jungles that, you would walk out, you're completely soaked with this stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, they told us it was fine. It's not going to hurt nothing. But he's like, the next day, everything was completely dead. That
Yeah.
stuff was like killing like trees, not just
Well,
bushes, but trees.
yeah, it makes you look like a leopard, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it
it does.
messes up your skin and it stays
Skin
in
and
your
everything.
body
Yeah.
forever. Ugh, that's
Yeah, it's a
awful.
mess. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then you start doing various handyman construction services and things like that. When did you finally? And how old are you now?
41.
No, excuse me. How old were you then? Like when you started the handyman service?
And probably, I don't know, 22, 23.
Okay, so you're still really
Maybe.
young.
Yeah, still
Mhm.
young. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. And then what brought you down the road towards doing strictly doing decks?
Just like what I told you, just want to specialize in something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not the type of guy that wants to go out and build homes. I really want to focus on one thing
Sure.
and be really, really good at it. I
There
don't
you
want the headache of a subcontractors. Like, I hate working for the contractors. I only work with
Mhm.
homeowners strictly. I hate it. I wanted to have that relationship and not have to worry about 5, 6 crews, finding subcontractors to do this, and that. So, and that's kind of what I researched online. What can I do that no one does up here? And that was like, hey, this is the perfect opportunity to use what skills I do have, make them better, and be known as the deck guy in my area.
Cool. So how old were you when you started doing that?
So I was probably, so I did it, like I said, it's been about 9 years, 10 years, kind of, maybe a little longer. I'm saying, I guess 9, 10 years as far as being
So your early 30s.
9 or 10 years as far as being a platinum when I started going over to the composite world.
Mm-hmm.
I was strictly doing all wood for the longest time
Mm-hmm.
because composite was not a big thing up here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because of the area. It is now, but I mean, composite, PVC, whatever. But, we have a lot of timber frame homes. It's a lot of earthy type homes that people love the wood.
Right.
And wood was better back then.
Right.
Wood now is crap. It's junk. It's 10-year lumber. It just doesn't last.
Right.
I think that's why everybody's kind of transitioning over in our area.
They're getting wise.
Oh, yeah.
Getting wise.
Yeah, I did small jobs, decks, and then 2008 hit. That was hard on us. I don't know if you remember the crash. I don't know if it was out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's when I stopped doing construction.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
And I got a crazy background, but I went into video filming and flying drones.
Okay. Pretty early.
It is. So I was doing something. I started out filming weddings, and doing. I worked for a company called TA Films in Charlotte. They gave me some jobs doing some drone work for them.
Mm-hmm. What were you flying back then?
So we flew the Free Fly Alta 8 and Alta 6. So it's big drone. Okay. So we were flying an Amira camera with probably a $60,000 Canon lens on it. So it's big drones, big drones. And I've got tons of DJI stuff. I love drones, cameras, whatever. But I was still doing construction during that, just filling in. It didn't really end my construction career. I just did some other things to help out during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And after 2008, I guess, after that's when I really got into just strictly doing decks, and that was it.
Okay.
And
when you titled your business, what were you thinking about, or how did you derive that name of your company?
Well, you stole the best name. So
Not according to this guy in Florida, but
Dude,
he really
screw the
wanted it.
people in
So
Florida. Who cares what they think? I love everybody, but man, I don't
well,
know. I was thinking, I love baseball. I'm like, what can I do that incorporates deck? And I'm saying, on deck.
okay, I
I
got
don't
it
know if
now.
I'm, I don't know if I'm still crazy about my name. I don't know, but it's kind of too late to change it now because it's kind
Too
of
late
built
now.
up. Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
I like it because when you look at that in that perspective, it means you're next.
yeah, exactly.
You're next. Like next, like
Yeah.
I'm the guy that's up and coming. I'm next.
Mm,
So it's pretty cool. It's kind of like on point. Like on point.
yeah.
I'm on deck. Hey, maybe we can make a new phrase.
There's
That
when
is
the
so
doctor
on deck.
comes in,
That
somebody's
is
going to be on deck.
on
So
deck.
that's me. Yeah.
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 Every time I say it, you'll be like, huh?
Yeah.
New slang. So cool. All right. So you start on deck, and then you go. Are you straight into using composite materials, or are you still?
Still
What's
doing
your?
wood. We did a lot of 5/4 pressure treated,
Uh huh.
did some 2x6 boards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we did a lot of sunburst railing, which is fun to do, but it's
Mm-hmm.
super busy. It's got to be the right thing, the right house.
Right.
Um, we do a lot of rhododendron laurel railing here. I don't know if you've seen that.
Is that like a metal?
No, it's wood. So it's
Oh, it's wood.
grown in our area, and it is super great with moisture.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could find a picture, I'll show you. But it's beautiful, beautiful stuff. It grows locally,
Hmm.
but it's outrageous to buy now. They're wanting $280 a foot for materials.
What? Wow,
$280 a foot. Yes.
that's a
So
lot.
it's expensive. It is
Sounds
expensive,
like
but
AGS stainless cable, man.
sounds like I don't know. I've never used that. So
Well, yeah. I mean, you're in that high end. Anytime you get into a high end product like that, you got to charge 400 a foot for it for installed. You
yeah,
know.
it's a lot of money.
It is.
It
That's
is.
commercial pricing, really,
Oh
and
yeah.
but people are paying it. Like if you have the right client that
Yeah.
has the wealth, then great, let's
Yeah.
go.
So yeah,
But it's on them.
I don't know what I mean. The first composite deck, it was a Trex deck. Um, and that's kind of when I found out that you can be certified through these decking companies, reach different tiers,
Right.
and that's when I really found out. Hey, I may have been the first guy that did a composite deck up here that I know of. I'm not sure, but like it
Hmm.
was not a thing at all.
Right.
And
Where were
that's
you
when I
sourcing
figured.
your supplies from?
So
For
we have a
the
local
composite.
supplier called New River Building Supply, and they get all their stuff from Boise, Cascade, all that. A great company to work with. They usually have any materials I want in within 2 days, depending on what it is. Um, that's where I started getting my composite and build a good relationship with them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So let's see. All right, so you're starting to use some Trex. You got a good relationship with the lumberyard. How many decks are you building a year?
Not enough, but all I can handle.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I guess differentiates. And you may be along the same lines. I don't have a big crew,
Mm-hmm.
but we do
Yeah.
some really large jobs that take a long time.
Sure.
You
Oh,
know,
I totally
I would,
relate to that.
yeah. So like maybe last year I did 10,
Mm-hmm.
10 or
Yeah,
12, maybe.
that's us. That's
Yeah.
works on the same point. Nothing
That's
wrong with that, man. That's less
no,
headaches, less warranty work. Uh,
it
you're
is.
you're gonna make the same amount of money building 10 decks with one guy or two guys that you will building 50 decks with 10 guys.
I agree. And then a lot
You
less
know?
headache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
So
it
yeah.
just depends on how you want to scale your business and if you don't mind going out and working in the field or not. That's where I found if the day comes that I don't want to work anymore, then I'll have to replace me, and then I'll just be pointing fingers.
Right. And that's the thing is I love to be on the job. I want to make sure I'm there for the border cuts,
Sure.
getting all everything, the way I want, because I'm very particular, very, very particular. And you're the same way. I mean,
Yep.
your name is stamped on what you build. And when someone
Right.
sees it, they know that's your deck. And that's from watching you, 'cause like I'm saying, you got me started in the composite PVC, whatever deck, the deck board being like, it blew my mind. Like, I was telling my mom and dad last night about the show, and like, it's like, yeah, like Dr. Deck's like, he was like the king of bending. Like, I think that's what, I think that's what really sets you apart from everybody, is just how good you do, with your bending. I was like, I want to be like this. This is what I want
Wow.
to do. I want to take my time and do this kind of stuff.
Well, it sounds to me like that's exactly what you're doing, and that's wonderful.
That's,
It's just honing your skills. I'm still
yeah,
learning. Like, I still learn every time I pick up my heat blankets and lay something out. There's sometimes that, yeah, it's pretty repetitive. We're doing the same thing over and over. We know the temperature. But it's still fun to do. It's still, in my opinion, I still get the butterflies,
yeah.
every time. So that's
Mhm.
great that, you're in that zone, and that's what you want to do. You kind of know what direction you're heading in now. So good
Yeah.
on you. Yeah,
I
man.
told I told one of my guys the other day, I was like, they asked me, like, what do you want to be known for? Like, where do you want to see yourself? And I'm like, I want to be the Dr. Dex of the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to be known for what I do on this side of the United States.
Cool.
So
Nothing wrong with
that's
that.
where I want to head. I want to focus a lot more on my content this year, but that's where I want to be.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
you just got to be consistent.
Yes.
It's like it's a job. I don't know how else to say it. It's basically like you have a second job.
Oh, yeah. Totally. It's a lot of work. A lot of
It's
work.
a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I spent 6.5 hours on the plane. Probably 6 of the 6.5 hours I was making stories of all the
Yeah.
little photographs and different things. And
Mhm.
it took me 6 hours to put out like 15 stories.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Because you're sitting there and when with me, audio, music, like song choice, it's all part of the
Mhm.
experience of that 15-second video.
Yeah.
But I
Exactly.
feel like the people that watch it enjoy it. It's not just, sometimes I won't put a song to something, but a lot of times I will, because there's either an underlying meaning to it, something subliminal, or it just goes with the photograph or the video I'm putting
Right.
out. So
Smart. Very smart.
everybody does it differently, and you just got to find what resonates with you and your personality, and then you just go with that.
Yeah.
And you're going to find a whole bunch of other people that appreciate it. Because
That's what I'm
anybody that
trying to find.
Yeah, anybody that does this content creation, they realize that it's not easy, and you got to keep putting it out there, and then you kind of learn what you think will work and what won't work, and sometimes you're completely wrong. Like
Yeah.
some of the, and I'm always surprised at a video, and it's funny because I was asking my wife, I showed her some samples. I had a bunch of stuff preloaded, and I was like, "Honey, what do you think I should put out today? We're at a show." I said, I'm putting out a lot of low grade videos because it's just with people taking pictures, and
Yeah.
nobody cares about that on my page or that follows me. They want to see construction videos. They don't want to
Yes.
see me with RR Buildings or with Kyle or with
Mhm.
Tim from Awesome Framers, which are cool pictures, but they don't do as well as if I show standing out end grains on a deck, and that got 60,000 views. I'm like,
Right.
I just shook my head. I was like, "You
Yeah.
guys, I don't get you." But that's
Yeah.
cool. That's what you want. That's what I need to focus on.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny how that works.
And that's what I've
You know?
noticed. Really looking at my view is like, everybody really likes those how to, and this is
Mm-hmm.
how to install this. Like,
Yep.
it's a 90% difference. I mean, just looking in the view count, like, if I'm installing, this is how we install this board, to either, compared to, okay, this is how it looks today. You know what I'm saying? Like, they
Mm-hmm.
really
Mm-hmm.
want to see the hands-on stuff. And I've noticed that as far as on my account, but that's what people are really looking at more.
I can tell you why, both of you.
Go ahead.
Yes,
It
please.
is because once you establish yourself as an authority on something, they want to know your knowledge. So if you put out how-tos and they do really well, that's what people follow you for. So you might want to post a picture of the food you ate or whatever, how good it is, but that's not what people are looking for. They want your knowledge because it provides value to them because they learn something, they can apply it to their process. and posts that provide value other than just like, because there's also like those influencers who are good looking and they can post a picture of themselves and that's what their thing is.
Yeah. It's true.
Oh,
interesting.
That is that's it's really good, actually. Makes a lot of sense.
Another thing I learned is sometimes a quicker video is going to be better than a longer one. So in a reel, they allow you a minute and a half. I used to shoot a minute 29, and I knew exactly when to stop.
Yeah.
I was shooting so many of them, I knew when to cut.
Yeah.
But as insights have become more important for value, especially for sponsors and companies I work with and things like that, I'm like, screw it, I'm going to try it. So I'd put out, like, these Stabila challenges always do well because they're only 7 to 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
And it's cool. People dig it. People dig it, right? So I'd keep doing that. And I just decided I'm just going to keep using the same music every single time, because what's going to happen is people are going to hear that song and they're going to think of a Stabila challenge, and then they're going to look and make sure it's not me throwing a level across the deck.
True.
How well did it do? I don't show the failures too often. I only usually show the successes. There's been a few people. I do get some haters out there like, how dare you treat a $500 level like this? Shame on you. It's like, dude, I've been to Germany. I've been to their factory, and I've seen how they are made. They can definitely handle this kind of drop.
That's why I bought all my Stabila levels.
Yeah. Yep. What are your favorite tools, man? What are you using to build with right now?
I use everything you use because I watch everything you do. So I was a big DeWalt. At first, I was a big Makita guy, and they're great tools. I love Makitas. I love their track saw. It's great.
I got to get one of those.
The track saw is great, but now I went to DeWalt after that. We're talking about the chop saw back here. I've got 3, like I said, but I did buy the 120 volt DeWalt. Do you remember that one? Like the 2 batteries in the back, or you could plug
I've got one. I've got one of those.
So mine blew up after a year. It caught on fire.
Cool.
I don't know why, and I use batteries all the time. When it blew up, it's when I had it plugged in.
Oh, dude, they run better on batteries than they do on that stupid adapter.
Yeah, and that's when it blew up. It was on the adapter. So after that, I just went to straight corded. Now I'm pretty much DeWalt. I think makes the best miter saw as far as coming out of the shop. The most accurate miter saw I think you can get.
It's a workhorse too.
It is. It takes a beating, and they're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Once they moved to the single battery, I didn't really notice a drop in the power. And you can run a 12 amp hour battery on that baby like all day.
So that's what I'm wanting to get next. I've been researching that one. The 60 volts. Is it the 10 inch? Do you have the 12?
12.
Okay. So that's probably my next purchase. But now I'm a really big Milwaukee guy. And Festool. I love some Festool tools.
Yeah.
It's super
German made,
expensive. I've got their track saw. I've got the new HKS saw that has the track built onto it. I don't know if you use it.
Oh, like for cross cutting and stuff?
Oh,
just straight cuts?
I bought it when we built our house. So when we cut all our floor joists, I knew what measurement I need to cut.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to use squares, nothing. You just put it on there, and it saves so much time.
I've never tried one.
The blades are expensive, but it's a great saw, and it runs. That's the battery powered one. I love it, and I can take it out when I'm cutting the ends off my deck boards. I'll come back an inch or so, to get that end cut off, and I'm just using that. I'm not having to use my speed square, anything like that, and it makes a straight cut every single time. Nice. Perfect cut. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, big Milwaukee guy. I just bought a new jigsaw in here. Want to try the Mafel.
I heard Mafel is a good. Yeah, Mafel.
Mafel.
I think it's Mafel. Mm-hmm.
It's super expensive, but dude, they were showing guys cutting 6x6 and 8x8s with this jigsaw.
They got a metal cut or a bandsaw too.
Yes,
a wood cutting bandsaw.
Yes, I was looking at that, but they were just showing this jigsaw even cutting 2-inch material, just how straight that cut is. And a lot of jigsaws, people try to push too hard, and that's where
Yeah.
they'll get it at an angle. They don't
Yeah, it
take their time.
wanders.
But dude, this thing's a workhorse. I was trying it out
Hmm.
today on some wood, and I couldn't believe I was cutting 1-inch circles in 1.5-inch material with a jigsaw, and it didn't even move. It was crazy.
Looked like a hole saw.
It looked like a hole saw, honestly.
Wow.
Great
That's
little
crazy.
saw.
So you got some decent tools because, I'm a big DeWalt guy. Getting into Makita right now. Trying to work an agreement with somebody. It's just hasn't really worked out. I think one of the things is the battery platform.
Are you on the 40 volt?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I like very much.
Haven't tried it yet.
Oh, dude, it's night and day.
Okay.
You should get the 40 volt rear handle saw. Is just it's so much better than the 36 volt.
Like the worm drive type?
Yeah,
Yeah, I use the Milwaukee one. Love it, but I'm a worm drive guy, man. I love the worm drive.
Are you?
Yes, love
Right
them.
on. So tell me a little bit more about this house. Okay, so you're sitting in your house that you're currently
Yes.
building,
and
that's why the chop saw is back behind you, right?
Yeah, it is.
So you have a house. So that's right. You said it's a family farm, right?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you guys have how big's the farm?
This one's a little over 100 acres.
Wow. So what happens to the trees that get too big for Christmas trees?
I wish I could show you because I could go out my door and show you, but I'd have to unplug the laptop. But if they grow up too much, we'll use them for, a lot of people use them for wreaths, roping.
Oh,
When they
okay.
get to that point, and then, the White House comes here probably every other year. They buy their tree from the farms around here.
Uh-huh.
So everybody's growing some of those massive trees just because of that,
Just for the presidential
the president,
possibility.
yeah. And man, they don't even
Wow.
pay for the tree. You have to donate it, which is crazy. But
You got to take a tax deduction on it?
yeah, I definitely take taxes. And
That tree's worth $200,000.
yeah, I mean, they pay for you to come up and be with the president while they bring it in. But then a lot of guys around here provide the Christmas tree for the Carolina Panthers Stadium. They have somebody send to New York, all over, the United States. So
Is it just a really good place? I mean, there's Christmas tree farms around where I live, but is it a real special environment that you guys have that allow these trees to be unique, or what's the deal?
So Fraser fir is the type of trees we grow here, and they love to be on hills and rocky soil. So you can't grow these on flat surfaces because if it's too much water, they'll just get root rot and destroy the whole crop. So and they love that kind of elevation, 3,000 to 4,000 elevation, even a little higher. It's just like the prime place to grow trees here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And so your wife, her parents have had this farm? Is that how it is? And so you kind of married into it.
Yeah, married into it.
Cool.
Her family was a huge supplier of dried flowers and galax. It was a company called Sluter Floral. And I mean, it was back in the 70s. I mean, it was a huge business. They sold to China. They supplied all the Lowe's, Home Depot with all the dried flowers. They don't have the business no more. They ended up, selling it. But Jenna's grandpa that started that business was like a workhorse, man. People knew him around here, and people did not like him. But he was a businessman, and he built a great business.
Right on.
Yeah, so... But
what's
the dry flower...
Go ahead. I was just going to say,
the dry flowers kind of just, kind of phased out, so they sold it.
Cool. So what's the name of your Christmas tree farm?
Well, it was actually her, because it was called Snowflake Farms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys still sell Christmas trees from this farm?
Not from this farm no more. They've got out of the trees. They sold out all the trees. But everybody in my area does. I worked for one of my good buddies in Lafayette, Louisiana during Christmas time, running his tree lots.
Mm-hmm.
He has a big tree farm up here, so I've been going down running his lots in the wintertime because you can't do much here when it's that cold and snowy. So and it's a break from the decking world. They got some great food down in Louisiana. So It's a good thing.
What's your deck season like? When do you start building, and do you go year round? Obviously
Year
not,
round.
but you do.
We do go year round. My area is, like I said, we get a lot of snow. It gets crazy cold here, but it is a huge tourist area now. A lot of money here. Like, you need to come over here and let's hook up and bang some big decks out. Like, it's crazy.
Okay.
Sounds
good.
You're looking from good weather is March to November.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's hit or miss. We have a lot of the DWall and Milwaukee battery powered space heaters.
Oh, okay.
A lot of 100-pound cylinders, and we just bust it out until we get too cold and go home. Like, you deal with the rain, we deal with the more freezing cold and snow.
Well, I was just about to hit you with a couple questions. Like, how are you managing your feet and your toes? Those are the two things that are your feet, your toes and your fingers, your hands and your toes.
So I don't have many toes left. I'm just kidding. Dude, if it's that cold and my feet are getting cold, I'm gonna sit in the truck and hopefully my other guys are warm enough. But no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big OC cloud shoe. I wear a lot of OC boots and the Hoka boots because my feet tend to stay hot. If I could just get a waterproof boot, it usually does pretty good with me. But if I get like a 600-gram Irish setter or something like that, like my feet freeze in them for some reason. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's where my feet sweat, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
and that's maybe why. But I don't usually wear insulated boots.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What about your hands?
I'll use Milwaukee gloves and cut the fingers out.
Yeah.
Yep. And I usually use the rubber ones, like they have different classes. The red and black, they're kind of rubber texture, and I'll just cut the fingers out to where I can actually. I have to have my fingers, to use. And then I have a lot of the Milwaukee battery powered jackets for me and my guys. So they've been working out great, as far as keeping you, kind of warm.
Calvin, you have one of those. Have you used it much this year?
Oh, not really.
But in the past you have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I still have to put on 3 coats some days, but
Calvin stands a lot too, which isn't fair because he's not staying active, because he's trying to film something, and I feel bad for him, so I try to make sure he has the right gear.
So I will tell you a trick to this. As far as what I found, any heated jacket, you want something that's super tight. If it's baggy and a little big on you, I made that mistake and bought a big Milwaukee one. If it's not on your skin, it does not keep you warm. So I'm an extra large kind of guy. So I went back and got a large one this year, and it's a lot tighter, but man, it keeps me super hot.
I've never had a problem with my core ever in the last 35 years, but it's a really wet cold here, and once you get cold, you're screwed.
Stay cold. Yeah.
So we use like surgical liners or vinyl liners, whatever, underneath our gloves, and sometimes that works, but sometimes it just keeps your fingers cold.
Exactly.
So Kiki bought me some really sweet battery powered socks. The battery powered sock technology has gotten a lot better over the last few years. So I'll use those, and they don't keep my feet warm. They just keep my toes from freezing.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of what you want. You don't care. I mean, it's always a comfortable, I'm cozy, warm, but that's not really what you want when you're working. You just don't want your toes to be freezing cold, like you can't feel them. Like you want to keep that sharp pain of like numbness out of your toes. And then we also use heat guns. We'll use heat guns sometimes. Just once you get your fingers warm, then you're good for a little bit. They don't like go freezing cold right away, but once they get cold, you're just kind of screwed until you do something about it.
We need to see some of that content on your show.
Yeah, you know what?
On the fingers,
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I've been kind of lucky this year. I don't know if I call it lucky, but we were down for about 3 weeks. We took several weeks off over Christmas time, and we had some of the worst rain we'd ever had. So I avoided all that, and then it's been a little hit and miss with our workload recently, just because, like I said, the Google listing page is down and some other things. So, and we're permitting. What's permitting like for you, where you live?
Super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy. Yeah, I get it done in a day.
Dang.
Yeah, it's super simple here.
Oh,
It's
lucky you. Don't hate the player.
it's like almost like our area is like we don't want permits. You don't need to get a permit unless you're moving electrical, plumbing. Yeah, let's do that.
Wow.
For redoing a deck, keeping the framing, no, you don't need a permit. You're good. Just, if you start doing stuff with footers structurally, yeah, let's do something. But like I said, I've got a really good connection with our permit department, and it goes very smooth.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember you telling me
Yeah.
about that hookup you have.
Maybe some family involved, so it works out great.
Everybody needs family in the building
They
department.
do.
Well, that's not the case. It has to be family you get along with. It can't just be family.
Very true. That's very true. At least this is distant enough family to have a good relationship.
Yes, sir.
I honestly don't see how you do it out there with the rain. Like my guys would, we kind of freak out when it rains. We're like, okay, time to go home. You got to
have really good rain gear. Block Lotter just came out with a really nice shell jacket. We didn't even I didn't even show it to you at the show. I should have, but yeah, you choose your path in life, and you got to walk it.
You do.
And if you don't want to walk your path, then you better change paths.
Yeah, Block Otter is great. I wear their pants all the time.
Yeah, and dude, again, I can't believe it. We're standing right next to. They have this new rail system that's integrated into the pants.
Saw that.
Okay, you saw it.
I was right there with you when you was looking at it.
And that's going to eliminate.
That's game changer for me. Definitely getting about 5 pairs of those.
That's going to eliminate. That is going to eliminate tool bags.
Yeah, because I just bought a brand new Diamondback. The vest system. I have the suspenders. Dude, I put a lot of money in that, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, but man, when I don't have to carry all that stuff, and I put on my Block Otter pants, dude, it's so much easier.
I know. I have a 5-tool carry every day. I load up 5 things every day in my Block Otter pants, and it's rare that I deviate from that.
That's so smart.
I've pretty much eliminated tool bags. Yep. No offense. I mean, when we're on high ground or high decks, I wear a bag.
Yeah.
But I've got such I have some old prototypes from that Damani sent me like 10 years ago. They didn't even have a title. You know how they name everything, right?
Yeah.
So I'm on the internet going, yeah, this is the Diamondback what? And this is the huh?
Yeah.
He thought that was so funny because he's like, you're right. He called me. He's like, you're right, man. Those are prototypes. We don't even have names for them. But you're rocking them on the job site. I'm like, you darn right I am.
Yeah.
But
that's what they're for.
Zach Burnop from On Deck Construction, thank you for being on our podcast today. We are so grateful for you. But stick around, guys. If you want to hear the dirt on Zach, you got to go over to our Patreon channel and subscribe to that. And then you're going to get the news. All right, Zach? So stay tuned. Thanks for listening to the Dr. Dex podcast. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. What number are we up to, son?
48.
Woo! We're almost to our 50th anniversary.
There you go.
All right.
Not quite how it works, but okay.
Well, yeah, something like that.
Well,
number
thank you,
50.
Calvin. Thank you, Dr. Dex. You guys are great.
Awesome. All right. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be talking soon. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are on YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.